Have you ever asked yourself that awful, self-deprecating question, what's wrong with me? I'm Coach Darren Steele, and I work with LGBTQ changemakers and creatives to help them embrace their uniqueness and become inspiring, impactful leaders. Let me share with you a story. This happened to me the other morning. I was journaling. I was thinking about what happened the day before. I had been in such a dark place. This hasn't happened to me in a very long time. I've had some bouts of anxiety in my life, I realize, and this was serious because I felt like I couldn't talk. I couldn't even make eye contact with my partner. And it wasn't because of anything I had done or he had done. I just couldn't open up. I had such a headache, like it was a throbbing mass of dark, self-deprecating thinking. And I just thought, if something triggers me, I'm going to absolutely lose my mind and my temper. So my goal while I was writing was to try and get clarity and to reframe why it was I was feeling that way. What were my thoughts? What were my feelings? What was true about what was I thinking? And what was true or false about what I was thinking and feeling, so that I could set myself up for a better day, so that I could feel calm and continue on with actionable steps to placate, to calm down that anxiety. After I had written all of this stuff down and about how long I'd been struggling with this particular issue in my life, I almost wrote, after all these years, I have to ask what's wrong with me, but I didn't. Now, when I've coached many clients that have either presented that question or have somehow started talking in a direction that indicates they think there must be something wrong with them, I like to frame it like this. Is there something you don't know? And I asked myself the very same question. Is there something I don't know? Here's the thing. This kind of self-talk, what's wrong with me, creates self-judgment, self-criticism, comparison, and shame. Because you think like there's something actually wrong with me. That is so disempowering. It's the word for it, as well as enervating. It zaps us of our energy and our capacity to then think in a logical and rational way, so we can actually take action to solving our problems. So there's two things that go with this question. Is there something I don't know? And the words ignorant and incompetent can be very triggering for some people. And I'm sort of smiling about this because we do have to ask ourselves, am I ignorant or am I incompetent? And ignorance is simply that there's something you don't know. We all don't know at least one thing. In fact, there's an infinite number of things. I don't understand quantum physics. I am ignorant of how quantum physics works. I'm ignorant of how a nuclear reactor works. I know the basics, but please don't ask me the chemistry or what have you. Incompetence means you're lacking a skill. I don't know how to build a house, but I do know how to coach and work with a client. I don't know how to build a rocket engine, but I do know how to build a WordPress site from scratch because I've built my own and because I've built many other websites in past work. Now, the difference between being stuck where you are or overcoming adversity is knowing whether you're being willfully ignorant and willfully incompetent, because that could be a choice. I don't want to know. I just don't care. I don't want to learn this new skill. I don't want to do this new thing. Or you can be consciously aware of what you don't know and the skills you're lacking, and you can take the steps towards harnessing that knowledge or harnessing that ability. And that's ultimately what personal transformation is about, that you seize on an idea or you seize on learning a skill, and perhaps you habituate that in some way that over time that has such a positive impact on your life that it makes you a better person, that it makes you a more skillful person, that it transforms you, meaning you can't go back to the person you were, which is what change simply is. So if you're struggling with something in your life right now that is really holding you back, and maybe worst of all, you're having doubts, you're thinking, what's wrong with me? Please try this approach and ask yourself, is there something I don't know? Or is there a skill I don't have? And if you want to level up in the sense of if you want to be coached through getting clarity and getting to the steps and taking the actions that are going to literally transform you from where you're at right now to where you want to go, then let's have a conversation. I'll make sure I include a link below the video so that you can book a discovery session with me. Thanks for watching.